Josh here from Boorman Lawyers, just outside Liverpool Local Court today. I've appeared on a middle range street driving offence. The reading was point 126, and we got a pretty good outcome for our client today. It was quite aggravated, the matter, because the reading was at the higher end of the middle range category. Our client had a collision, albeit a single vehicle collision with relatively minor damage. The facts of the matter were that he was at home on 25th of January. It was a pretty uneventful sort of night. He was at home drinking, having some self-poured bourbon and cokes, and he's then made a poor decision to get into the car, drive down to the shops at about 10:30 at night to get some late night takeaway. He's then driven down a one-way street the wrong way, and quickly realised his poor decision, and gone to make a U-turn. But unfortunately, he's then collided with a construction barrier. There was a construction site going on, and proceeded through that and pushed on into a residential front yard. There was really minimal damage, and he didn't have any passengers in the car. No one was involved in the incident. But with the high reading and a collision involved, it was certainly considered to be an aggravating feature of the matter. He did thankfully present before the court today with a completely unblemished traffic record, completely unblemished criminal history, and that certainly worked in his favour. He's still only 22 years of age, so it's kind of to be expected that he does have no prior convictions on his record. So, but it was still a positive submission we could make, that it was an isolated, uncharacteristic incident that was highly unlikely to be repeated again in the future. Our client has previously been diagnosed with Asperger's, clinical depression and ADHD, certainly as a younger teenager. These are some challenges that he's had to have his whole life, but he has admitted that in and around this incident that he had been using alcohol quite regularly as a bit of a coping mechanism. If there was a silver lining to this matter, it has prompted him to go and get help in relation to his alcohol counselling, and he's had a couple of sessions now with AODS at Liverpool Alcohol Counselling Services, which was we had some evidence of that. We presented that before the court, and the magistrate could see that he had made voluntary attempts to rehabilitate. So we were able to, he didn't unfortunately complete the traffic offenders program. He ran out of time to do that. But thankfully we had the material of his confirmation of counselling that we were able to present before the court, which certainly weighed in his favour. We were also able to tender a good strong letter of apology, a letter of reference from his work, and some other character references, and these were all taken into account towards his good character. He was given a 4-month disqualification, which was backdated, probably a month over and above the minimum period due to the collision and the reading. But we were able to avoid any further penalties, more serious penalties such as community service or community corrections order or intensive corrections order, because it just remained as a fine of $900, 4-month disqualification. Conviction was recorded, and he will have to do the 12-month alcohol interlock program. He was expecting much more time off the road, higher fine, and potential of other more serious penalties, but we were able to minimise that for him today. Very happy client. I think it's the last time we'll ever see him before the court. He's got the good support of his mother, who was here in support today, and they can move forward knowing what they've got to do and how to get back on with their lives. And thanks for tuning in here at Liverpool Local Courthouse in Western Sydney.
I want to thank you for tuning into Boorman Lawyers today. You can catch us at any of the usual social media platforms. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you've got any questions or queries, please don't hesitate to contact us on 1300 941 900.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into this video today. I really hope it was informative and helpful for you. There's another couple of videos below that you might want to check out that may be very useful for the process that you might be going through at the moment. Please feel free to like, follow, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel because we've always got fresh new content coming through all the time.